Alright guys, here we go, episode 84. We are in a new dynasty, completely restarted, all the way back over. As you can tell, we are no longer the Vanderbilt Commodores, we are the Northwestern Wildcats. Completely redid it, no longer anything, nothing special for anybody. It's going to be interesting to say the least. Check out, see who everybody else was. Merck, who was Florida State, is now USC, and some of these teams are not 3-star. That's because they were whatever they were in the previous dynasty, carried that over so they could have picked any team they wanted within their appropriate star rating, except for the new people, of course. 3-star or below was the rules for them. Ghost don't kill. He ended up transferring to Boise State, so all the Boise State people, he got it. I could have picked it, but I wanted to go to a conference nobody had been in yet, so I went Big Ten because there had been very, very little people. Yeah, I think Penn State was the only one, maybe. So it's been a long time since we've had anybody in there. So I went Big Ten. Heat of Knots, he went Big Ten also, Indiana golfer. He didn't go Indiana, he went Cincinnati. TC Nick, he's a new guy. He ended up going Georgia Tech, so we got somebody in the ACC. Mr. Got Game, he's a new guy also. He went Minnesota, so another person in the Big Ten. Brian Gators went to Missouri. I was like Missouri. So we got somebody in the SEC over there. Dr. Duncanstein went Iowa. Franchise 520 went NC State. Packers Rogers went Wisconsin, and the Italian went Oklahoma State. So very, very weird setup now, to say the least. We got one person in the Big 12. We got like 5 people in the Big 10. We got a couple people in the ACC, SEC, and then like Mountain West, and then Pac-12. So it's really, really weird right now. Like, it just seems odd as all get out. But all the coaches have been reset, so everybody is starting at level 1, including myself and the Italian. As you can see down at the bottom right, Coach XP 0 out of 1240. We're still playing on Heisman, still 7-minute quarters. I did decrease the game threshold speed, so people that are faster will run away from slower players. Just a little bit more, I think another 5 points just to see that make a difference. So it will make it harder for us, especially some of us that are building up teams. I think the only person is Merck, who picked a 6-star team. He went with USC, and everybody else is a 3 to 4-star team. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to go on there. Now, I'm not going to show the recruiting board. I've already registered the players' custom schedules. I'm just going to run through this real quick so you can see who's playing who. Everybody most people play at least 3 to 4 players. There are a couple that are only 2, and this was probably the hardest schedule I've had to do, just because the people that were open had all the games. So it was real weird. So I'm sorry for everybody. I want to apologize ahead of time. If you have to play multiple weeks in a row, or back-to-back, or to start the season, or to end the season, I did the best I could to get user games, as well as to keep the rivalry games in. Myself, I had 3 right off the bat, all in my division, so I don't have to play anybody else. And the only people I could play were like the people only that already had high games too. So it was just very frustrating, to say the least. I am playing Vanderbilt though, so I gave myself Vanderbilt. Oklahoma State, he plays Indiana, Cincinnati, and that's the only 2 people I could give him. Nobody was open week 14. Nobody was open week 7. So it is what it is, man. Some people, because I know the Italian likes to play users. That's the only reason why he wants to play the users, because the computer's not really that much of a big deal for a lot of people. Not myself. I've lost plenty of times on the computer. But like USC, first game of the year, he plays NC State. Nobody's played with these teams yet, as far as I know, unless they downloaded the same roster pack that I did. But it's gonna be rough, man. I didn't want to, but I didn't have a choice. He only had a couple of weeks open, so did what I could. Wisconsin, show his schedule, like his, all at the end of the season, but that's all conference games. So it's really, really frustrating. Boise State, look at his schedule real quick. Just flow through it. And I try to get everybody's schedule the best I could. Try to give them some tougher competition, as well as a lot of home games if I could, just to increase this, or a lot of games or whatever, to increase the schedule and the home games for recruiting. But some of the games I couldn't really adjust. Like Georgia Tech plays back-to-back users to start the season, and like I said, that's not intentional, but I wanted to try to get everybody the same amount of user games as possible. Just some of them was a little harder than others. So Iowa, and not everybody has the conference championship. I think. Well, actually, I think the Italians the only one that doesn't have a conference championship. Everybody else does. But I went through, made sure everybody's got the same amount of games. Like, look at Missouri's schedule, man. His first 3 games were against users, and then the rest of his competition is stacked. And so he's got a rough schedule for sure. Hopefully he can pull it out over there. Same thing with NC State. He's got a rough schedule also. He plays Florida State, and that team is good. My gosh, that team is good. I looked at that, man, it's gonna be a fun time. But we're gonna advance it real quick. See once again who plays everybody to start the season, and we are officially in week 1. So we're gonna advance it, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, just got done with the advance. We're in the preseason. Play Cal this week. Cal Golden Bears. I already did my recruiting. Recruiting is rough. Nobody's got any points for anything, so you got to scout for like 4 weeks. Hopefully, I should have waited until after I played my game. Probably should have done that. Maybe I can get 1,200 points this game. There's no telling. Like I said, see everybody else plays. USC plays NC State. Boise State plays BYU. It's weird, not the normal teams. Indiana plays UConn. Since he's got a bye week. Georgia Tech plays Mizzou. Minnesota Golden Gophers plays UNLV. Missouri plays Georgia Tech. Iowa plays the Huskies. I left that one in there because I know for me, when I was the Huskies, Iowa was always a tough competition. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I left that one in there just because I like that game. So, sorry. Okay. NC State plays USC. Wisconsin plays Duke. And Oklahoma State plays Penn State. Let's go ahead and check out the preseason poll. See where everybody's sitting at to start the year. Florida State number 1. Yeah, they're pretty much locked up. USC starts season number 11. And then we got number 15. Special teams D+. Woo! Wisconsin number 16. And let's see everybody else. Iowa 29, almost ranked. Boise State 33. NC State 36. Indiana 37. Oklahoma State 38. Golly. Everybody's right there. 46 for Missouri. 47 for Cincy. Georgia Tech 53. They're a pretty good team for being 53. See anybody else? Minnesota 72. Vanderbilt 74. Guess again. I built that team up like crazy over the years. Granted, this is 2014 rosters. I don't know if I mentioned that. Downloaded them from a guy on operationsports.com, the forums. So if you want to see what it is, just check it out there. Conference Outlook. And so Johnny Manziel is gone, so he's not in here. And Winston has definitely been increased. Looking at the legend side, I'm sitting number 2, Iowa number 5, Minnesota number 6. The legend side, Wisconsin, Indiana. So 5 out of the 12 are in the Big Ten. Nobody's an independent. I figured somebody would be an independent. Nobody in the MAC. Mountain West, we got some people there. Boise State, I know for sure. Do we have any more? Maybe it's a different. Maybe it's the Pac-12, USC, of course. Sitting at number 4, really good team. SEC, we got Mizzou sitting at number 10. And the SEC Sun Belt, nobody in the Sun Belt. ACC, I know NC State, Georgia Tech, are they in the same division? They're in opposite divisions, so they have the ability to play each other for a conference championship right there. As long as everybody wins out. American, Cincy, all by their lonesome. Yeah. They just got to win out. Big 12, Oklahoma State's just got to win out. And then back to Big 10. So we got interesting setup this year. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to see how this plays out, especially since all the coaches have been reset. Nobody has an advantage over anybody else as of right now. Heisman watch. Allen, quarterback, freshman, 82. And then quarterback Braxton Miller. He's still there apparently. And then Marcus Mariota. Golly. We got some good people, man. Preseason All-Americans. I don't really want to look at that. Yeah, we're going to look at the depth chart real quick. Something just to show a little bit of my team. I mean, look at that. I don't even know who these people are. Only thing I know from Northwestern is they got a union or something. But it's been completely redone. My fullbacks are tight ends. So completely redone all the way around. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be interesting to see how this season goes. I'm actually looking forward to it. But like I said, it might be a little hard to watch at times because it's gonna, yeah. But that's it. We are done. We are back finally. It's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's been a long time. Tried to keep it moving, tried to keep it going, but I wanted the people that were in the Dynasty previously to get in. And then filling up that last spot, man, it took forever. I messaged like 8 people, nobody responded, and hit up the dude on Twitter, and he responded right back. So Twitter, easily the best way to do it. So if you have that, people in the Dynasty, if you can hop on Twitter also, if you have one, send it to me, either Xbox Live message, YouTube message, post in the comments, it doesn't matter. Or you just follow me, whatever, it works that way too. I know myself, Florida State, who is now USC, who else? Heat of Knights, he's on there, as well as TC Nick. So we got a couple of them on there. It's just easier to get in contact with people that way instead of trying to send them a message on Xbox and hopefully they respond. So if you're on there, guys, let me know. If you're not, just make it for this, or if you don't want to do it, it's whatever. We'll still send Xbox Live messages, but we're ready to go. We're ready to roll. Season 6 or Season 1, depends on how you look at it. We're starting all the way over. It's going to be fun, man. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.